yaidam paramam guhyam shrabayed brahma sansadi tadanantyaya kalpataiti. Right, the last two lines repeated because to show the marks the end of the chapter. Tadanantyaya kalpataiti, tadanantyaya kalpataiti, kalpate. Right. So, what is that? Yeah, whoever it is, idam paramam guhyam Shraddhakale prayata shraddhakaleva. Prayatah suchi bhutva, being, having taken a bath and nice, that type of thing prepared. Then, shraddhakale, when there is a 10th day, shraddha, that during this death ceremony, what you do? The secret, sravayat, not sravan, not shrunoti, sravayati. Shrunati means listens. Sravayati means makes others listen. So it's a pure karma, pure shruti phala it is. One who arranges this. When? During the death ceremony, if somebody arranges this, Brahma Sansadi, in the assembly of the Brahmanas, meaning the people who understand this truth, or people, any human being also, all the human beings, what happens to him? Anantyaya kalpade, the person goes to Surgaloka. Why is it talked like that? Please understand. Death is the time the man is vulnerable. When there is a death happens in your family, for at least for few days, your arrogance, your stubbornness, your insensitivity, everything takes a beating. Death destroys you. However much powerful you may be, you know your son is dead, your husband is dead. You go for an innocent medical checkup, diagnosed with fatal cancer. In all these moments, your humanity, your so-called intelligence, takes a huge beating. And that is the time. Read this. Help others to listen to this. Because you will be available. Like a blotting paper, you can soak in. Oh, this is how death happens. People die, there is a Swarga, this is this. You are available. For some time you open up. With that stubborn resistance breaks down. Are you getting that? When you are, that is why during the depression, now they say report. Around the world, religious institutions are well attended now because of the world meltdown. More people go to temple, more people go to pilgrimage, more people go to this and that, or look at a psychiatric. All this entertainment industry or the faith-based industry gets a boost. Why? Depressed. The person doesn't know what to do. He goes to the unknown. And that is the time is available. So when he is available, if you give him this knowledge, what a thing it will be. Instead of that, you are putting further fear into it. When you are afraid of death, when you are young, you are not afraid of death. You don't talk the language of death. But another young man dies. Oh, you are shaken up. That's why when you see in an obituary, same age person dies. How do you feel? Suppose you are 1930 or 40 or 50 or 70 or 80 and you saw the obituary, this fellow is also 70. Ayyo, my age, huh? Ooh. 1980, only 28-year-old. Ooh. The fellow who has lived for 1950 or 1960, what will you think? Lucky. Appa, I've survived. But one day your picture will be. In the obituary, your date will become. Like the pessimist. He asked this to be written down on his, what do they call, stone, huh? On that gravestone. He said, this is to, he's a very pessimist. And what was his epitaph? I knew this will happen. I knew. The fellow is continuously waiting for death only. Throughout the life, he is only waiting for death. I knew this will happen. Correct. Mahadeva. So in the moment of death, that vulnerability is there. So you can pass on. That is why people do these katha, stories, mourning, people coming, talking, discussing what is death, what is everything. Most of the people have a turning point in the death. Death does not necessarily mean somebody dying. That can also happen. Your husband is dead, your woman is dead, your man is dead, your children dead, or death of a business, death of a relationship, death of any type of engagement or involvement. That happens, you are shaken up. Because you thought everything shall continue as it is. Suddenly it comes to an end. And you are totally isolated. That is the time you are available. What is this life? You knock out. A person, epileptic. Listen, person is epileptic, faints. When he faints, as he comes out of the fainting, can he say, hey, let's go for a movie? If he is responsible, what shall he say? Hey, we can always watch movie. But why am I fainting? Let me find it out. Are you getting that point? Why am I fainting? Let me find out. Or else again I will be going to a movie in the hot theater also I will faint. What will happen? Whenever I stand up, chakkar comes. I get a reeling sensation in the head. I don't worry, come for movie. Hey, look, if I go to the movie, suppose something happens there, what will happen? Let me have a checkup. Like that. When a relationship dies, relationship ends, business ends, something somewhere which you are holding on to comes to an end, you are shattered. Now, immediately instead of finding another engagement, find out, why did I feel so shattered? What is this death all about? What is this relationship all about? Then you become a student. Mumukshu. What is this? So that is why moments of conflict, pain is not. So that is why moments of conflict, pain is not a curse. It's not an abhishap, it's an asirvad. It's a blessing. When you are cheated, when you are destroyed, when you are alone, when you are isolated, it's a real moment of auspiciousness. That is why the river, which takes a turn toward the source, that point becomes a holy place. Because the river is taking a turn toward the source. So in life's river flowing, we are taking a turn toward the source. Why? As long as life is wonderful, move. No chance to look back at yourself. Something hit, what is this? You are taking a turn. That is why any incident that helps you to take a turn towards yourself is a blessing, not a curse. And anything that takes you away from yourself is a curse. But people consider curse as a blessing, blessing as a curse. Now what do you do? Anything that takes you away from yourself. You are enjoying a very good night's sleep. Water has started breaking in the dam, water is coming in, you are swept away along with it. Another person, insomniac, cannot sleep. He was cursing himself. And then he hears some noise. What is that? He comes out. Everybody running, he also runs. He is the only person survives from the house. Now suddenly thinks, thank God for my insomnia. Because had I been sleeping like anybody else, I would never have known. I would have been dead. Simple example. If life is smooth, you don't look at it. When something goes somewhere wrong, what is this? Okay, look back. That is why you listen and make others listen. In the Shraddha Kala, that time, such a person, Anantyaya Kalpade, indeed, he also, for whose sake it is chanted, he goes to Swargaloka. One who is singing also goes to Swargaloka. One who makes others also sing Swargaloka. Meaning, giving you a carrot, do this. But there is no phala, no result. Who will do it? So it is there, please do it. If you understand, endless. There is no death. Mukti mukhat pramuchyate. If you listen, at least it plants a seed. Okay? With this, after telling, with this chapter comes to an end.